Good morning. I'm Pastor Susan. During the month of November, we will continue to be sharing thankful moments with you 3 times a week. And we would like for you to join us in sharing with us what your thankful moments are. Standing on the solid rock always gives us something to be thankful for. As I reflect and think about what I'm thankful for today, I'm thankful to God for silly moments in my life. The silly moment that I would like to share with you in my life was when my husband and I first got married. I was from the north and he is from the south. And he wanted me to cook him a good home-cooked southern meal. So he said, "Honey, call my mom up and ask her how you make fried chicken." So I said, "Okay." So I called his mom up and I said, "GE wants to have a southern fried chicken meal. So could you help me to know how to make that?" So she said, "Well, first you need to go to the store, buy a whole chicken, and he likes mashed potatoes and peas. And what you do with the chicken is that you bread it and then put oil in the pan and you fry it until it's done, golden brown on the outside." So I was so excited that as a new bride, I was 19, that I was going to cook my first home southern cooked meal for my husband. So I took all evening, I prepared it and set the table with candlelight and called my husband down for dinner because he worked night shift. So he came down and everything was dark and the table was set and the mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and his peas were sitting on the table. So I said, "Honey, sit down and everything, and I'm going to bring you." I called your mom and she told me how to make southern fried chicken. So he said, "I could smell it. It smells so good." So he sat down. I said, "Okay, close your eyes." And so I carried in the platter with the southern fried chicken on it. And I said, "Okay, you can open your eyes." And he opened his eyes and he started laughing. And it really hurt my feelings, so I started crying. And I said, "What, honey? What's wrong?" "I called your mom and, she told me how to cook it and everything." And she said, "Honey, what did my mom tell you?" I said, "Well, your mom told me to go and buy a whole chicken and put some flour and some salt and a little bit of butter and milk and bread it and put oil in the frying pan and fry it. And I think my mom forgot to tell you something." And I said, "What's that?" And here I am still crying and he's still laughing. And he said, "Honey, I think you were supposed to cut up the chicken, not fry it whole." And I said, "Oh, well, she didn't tell me that." And so he goes, "Honey," and he stood up and he gave me the biggest hug and he said, "I can understand how you cooked it flat and on the other side, but how did you cook it on the sides?" And I said, "Well, I had one of these 2-tong forks and I kind of stood there in the frying pan and cooked the sides of it." And he even laughed harder. And I said, "I'm so sorry I didn't cook it right." And he said, "No, honey, it's perfect." And so we sat down and have our meal. And he said, "You know what? As long as you took to make that, it came out really good, and I'm so proud of you. But next time, let's make sure that we cut it up." So that is one of my silly moments that I did as a young bride for my husband. So today, I would like for you to share with me and us what a silly moment in your life was. I look forward to hearing those remarks. Thank you and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.